which is amazing. Tanner, doesn't it feel great outside?
It feels amazing outside, Rachel. We should have moved the live stream outside today.
We just under one of our trees. We just went out there with the barking dog and the traffic.
Right? I love that. And we already have so many friends here. We have Melody, Deanne, Ashley, Linda from Boston. Ooh. So many friends hanging out with us because they're ready to see Rachel become a full-blown paper crafter.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope you're ready because I'm ready. So this is one of those really cute projects we made for our March release files, and these are our 3D cut files. We have so many of these. I will show you guys around all of our 3D cut files in a few minutes, but this is the one we're going to be focusing on today. It is actually like a French fry box. I think that's honestly the name of it, which is hilarious. Yeah. And Courtney challenged me to create the cutest little bunny with it for Easter, so I figured you guys could put some little grass and maybe some suckers in here, or just some candy, or really anything you wanted to do. These are so easy to make too, which I was shocked how excited you guys were about this one because of how easy it was, but I'm excited to show you all of these steps on how to make it, all the supplies you'll need. As far as supplies do go, there's really not a ton of them, so we will go over those in a minute. As always, guys, let us know all of your questions. Let us know if you guys do not know who we are or what we do, because we do run an amazing membership website called Maker's Gonna Learn. And if you have a die cutting machine, you will adore it. Also, this is my first live in the new studio, being in front of the camera, and it's my first live ever that Tanner's moderating.
I am co-hosting, and Rachel forgot to ask Becca how bad I did. So
like 2 seconds before the live, I said, Tanner, I should have texted Becca and asked if you were a good moderator. He said, I'm not. I said, whatever, Tanner.
Oh, so we're so excited. But guys, I have been working so hard on getting the launch ready for next week. We have a full week of free training.
Yep.
We're giving away a Cricut Maker next week. We have giveaways every day. Cricut Maker is going to be the big giveaway of the week.
Well, duh.
Yeah, and then there's going to be a lot of fun. So we have a lot of goodness in store for you guys. So if you want to get signed up for that, I believe the link is down in the description box below. That's just to say, hey, I want to make sure I'm on the email list. If you're a member, you will be getting your email. If you're not a member, you definitely want to go ahead and get excited by signing up on the email list down below. So I'll drop the link so you can learn how to make money with your machine. We are so excited to put together some free training next week. It's going to be happening all throughout the week. So excited. We have Megan from Kansas ordering her Cricut tomorrow and joining Maker's Gonna Learn. Yay! We're so excited to have you.
And from what I understand, Tanner, you're teaching classes like all throughout the week at different times, so that everybody can have the maximum amount of time to ask questions live and things like that.
Exactly. Awesome. So we're going to be really pumped up for that. It's a little different format but it's still the traditional launch week. So a traditional launch week, we have our 11 a.m. live stream Eastern in the membership group. Then we have a 1:30 live stream. So it's gonna be really good, and then we're actually kicking off on Easter Sunday night. Little different, that just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Everybody's quarantined, so we thought, why not give it a try? Life's different.
Sure.
And then we're super excited to also offer that training on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So Rachel will be co-hosting with us then, and then we'll be doing it again on a Saturday at 11. So we've got 3 different times for you guys to choose from, but we're also going to be doing a lot of fun all throughout the week. So
and giveaways, guys. You want to be here for those. I mean, who doesn't want a Cricut Maker, especially if you do not have one?
Exactly. So we'll be giving one away. We're going to be giving away handbags. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff. So we're really excited. But Rachel, these 3D projects are all kinds of goodness.
There's so many of them, and we have one thing different that we did with this collection rather than just about every other collection we've had is that for the project photos and all of these files, we actually show you what the finished project is going to look like rather than what the cut file looks like, because some of these can look a little bit more confusing and intimidating. So we have added those to make it super easy for you guys to find. We have little treat bags and pillow bags and takeout boxes and fry boxes and so many more. We have every number and letter as well, which is super fun if you guys want to see how to create some of those. Tanner did a really awesome live stream about that, I think 2 weeks ago. It doesn't feel like it was 2 weeks ago.
It's been a while.
But it's been a while. And today we're featuring this adorable little, I want to call it like a bunny box, you know?
Oh, yes.
A little bunny to-go box.
I want to be putting those Cadbury eggs in there. I feel like Easter candy sales could be low, but I've been buying bags of candy every time I've been at the store.
Yep.
So maybe
There's
helping.
a plethora. There's a plethora.
I have Mama and Papa's and Mom's Easter candy on the kitchen table downstairs, so I'm surprised no one's ate it.
I was too. I'm surprised because there's been a lot of foot traffic in here, so I'm glad no one snatched it.
So the giveaways will be for USA only. There will be giveaways for just international friends because we want to make sure we give away awesome giveaways to our international friends.
Show some love to everybody.
Yes, Miss Judy, we do not have a pattern for the face mask. We have been moving, so unfortunately not been able to put that together. But Jennifer Maker has an amazing face mask tutorial you can download for free on her website. So
we wish we were ahead of the curve and
got
to do that, but I feel like we were moving right when this all happened, and priorities come, and we wish we could have that for you. But Jennifer Maker does have a really great video.
So now, Rachel, I'm going to switch it to the overhead if you want to zoom in on
the
project because we need to show how you built this. Talk about how you built this with basic shapes. This is together, but Jennifer Maker has an amazing
it is one of the easiest projects ever because it was using basic shapes.
Now, Rachel is not a paper right. Look at her go.
I'm not right when this all happened. I really don't have much of a crafting background. We wish we could have that. And Tanner just brought that right out.
So now, Rachel, I'm going to switch it to the overhead if you want to zoom in on the project because we need to show how you built this. Talk about how you built this with basic shapes. This is together, but Jennifer Maker has an amazing
one of the easiest projects ever because it was using basic shapes.
Now, Rachel is not a paper right. Look at her go.
I'm not right when this all happened. I really don't have much of a crafting background. We wish we could have. Tanner just brought that right out.
So now, Rachel, I'm going to switch it to the overhead and zoom in on the project because we need to show how you built this. Talk about how you built this with basic shapes. This is together, but Jennifer Maker has an amazing
one of the easiest projects ever because it was using basic shapes.
Now, Rachel is not a paper right. Look at her go.
I'm not right when this all happened. I really don't have much of a crafting background. We wish we could have. Tanner just brought that right out.
So now, Rachel, I'm going to switch it to the overhead and zoom in on the project because we need to show.
Well, guys, while Tanner may be texting Joe and trying to figure that out, it's okay. So I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear now. I hope that it also doesn't affect anything in Design Space because we can work with using this camera if we absolutely have to. But anyways, guys, along with this cute little cut file and just 2 little strips of dry adhesive, like I said, or maybe you didn't hear, maybe I was too echoey, all of the rest of it is done with basic shapes except our little tiny whiskers here, which is a cute little craft hack that I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, so we got the inspiration from this, of course, from Pinterest because Pinterest is amazing. And we happen to have this box and it kind of just fit perfectly. So all you're going to need today, aside from your ATG gun that we talk about or your favorite dry adhesive, we're also going to need some cardstock, some paper, things like that. Now, of course, we absolutely love about 110, 120 pound cardstock, but if you guys don't have that, that's okay. Color is more important than thickness in this one. You want to make sure that it looks like a bunny rather than it's super hefty. So we have got several different colors of cardstock with us today. We have white, we have pink, we have black, and we have gray. And I got a thumbs up that our overhead cam is fixed.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but we've corrected the issue.
Good.
Y'all know I'm here moderating, and we're just go have it. So no more voices in our head or anything like that. We're all good. So thank you guys for understanding. And
thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to double check and make sure that's not the case with any other ones.
Sure.
I'm glad I just did because that is the case with another one. So
Tanner,
looky here.
Look at him going above and beyond.
We're just going to fix that right here.
So
you know what I'm saying?
We have our paper. We have gray, black, white, pink, okay? Make your bunny any color you want to. Freedom of choice here. The black and the white are mostly for his little eyes and cheeks and things like that. And you can also get a little bit crazier and get some inks and some ink blending brushes and blend him some little rosy cheeks if you have that ability. We just wanted to keep it simple today. Along with that, you'll need a hot glue gun, some scissors, a bone folder, of course. Tanner talks all the time about his bone folder. These things are great. They're like $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. You can grab on Amazon as well. Super cheap, super great if you're a paper crafter. The bone folder is a must. We also have some gloves, some Elmer school glue, and some white string, because this is how I'm going to show you guys how to make little whiskers. It's a fun little hack. Super excited.
That's crazy.
And for that little hack, we also use some masking tape, because I hung it on the side of the table with masking tape to stay out of my way. But you guys can do that. You can lay it on a poster board here. You probably can't see it because it's white on white, but we do have a poster board here.
Yay!
And I think that's all the supplies. That's not a lot of supplies, guys.
Yeah, really a lot of this you should have on hand, so it'll be really good. But yeah, Rachel, you're free. I fixed all of our different angles.
Yay. Thank you, Tanner.
So we should be good to go.
Yeah. And again, if you guys want to use different things for this, you can. Another thing, if you don't have all the tools to be able to make these little whisker DIYs, you can just use what are those things called? Pipe cleaners.
Pipe cleaners are
perfect.
You
can use pipe cleaners if you want to. You can give them a little pom-pom tail back here if you wanted to go above and beyond again. Go nuts with it. But that's all the supplies. And unless I have missed any comments, any questions,
we've just got a few. Where do you get cardstock from? What are some places we like to get cardstock from, Rachel?
Okay, well, we love to get cardstock. Of course, it's if you're in a pinch to go to your local craft store, but Tanner has some websites that he really loves to get
Paper
cardstock
Tray
from.
Ink, but you can also just get your cardstock like Rachel said. The local craft store, just read on it and pick anywhere from 80-pound cardstock and up is great to choose from. Cricut usually has great sales on cardstock too. So
and it's 12 by 12, which is another
great for the machines.
Great for the machines and things like that. You can find really pretty colors if you go to your local craft store, or if you know what you like and you know the colors, you can even snatch those on Amazon if you have a little bit of time to wait. But if you're wanting to craft like right now, just run to your local craft store. Like Tanner said, about 80-pound is the lowest I would go, especially for something like this where you want it to be pretty sturdy. I would go 80 or above.
Yep.
Let me see. Miss Megan, where did you all get your reusable Teflon sheet? That's a great question. So we got ours from Cricut, and it is actually called a heat protective sheet or something like that. I tried to search Teflon one day and couldn't find it. We have that one, but there are also some really affordable ones on Amazon that you guys can get that are bigger and things like that. So it's really just to each their own if you would rather keep it within the Cricut brand or branch out a bit and get one a little cheaper
651
on Amazon.
has them as well.
Do they, Tanner?
Yeah. As you know, 651's got it all. So
that is true. That is true.
They keep it pretty stocked up for us. That's awesome.
Love 651.
Yeah.
Okay. Have I missed anything
I don't think
else?
so. I think everyone's just ready to get crafty.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Did you all know Hobby Lobby's closed? Gone with the Wind. From what I hear.
Yeah.
So we're sad. We're sad.
And I have like a little list that's growing of things that I need. So I really hope that it'll open up soon. Or maybe I'll have to order some stuff from Amazon.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
awesome.
Let's go ahead and dive into Design Space, and I'm going to show you guys how we built this adorable little bunny. So
look at all of the layers, guys. This looks a little intimidating, but not at all. So we're super excited to walk you guys through with this. And Rachel, since I was so bad about reminding everyone about the main tip for these cut files, let's make sure we hit on that for 100%. Everyone.
First thing I'm going to talk about. So once you choose one of the many 3D files, and here are some of the ones that we have here on the site right now. So we have flowers, letters. Look at this little Christmas cracker. He's adorable. We have diamonds, little boxes, big boxes, teacups. Guys, we have it all. So once you upload and import your SVG into Design Space onto your canvas, this is exactly what it'll look like. This is the size it imports and everything, at least for this little file we have here. So the first thing and the most important thing for you guys to do is to go on over to that layers panel and click on just the layers that have the lines on them. So just the little cut lines. So you can see my cut line layer is selected, and now you're going to want to go up to the top over here next to your color that you select, and it'll say line type. So right now it is selected as cut, and we want to score this. So you're going to go on down here to score and click score. And now it's important also to, once you have your score lines, rather than your cut lines, to go out and select both of these layers. Just drag and select them both. And down at the bottom right of your layers panel, you can see the only one that I can select is attach. Good thing, because that is what I want to do. So go ahead and click attach, and now guys, you're good to go. That is the one tip that you'll need to do for all of the 3D cut files. I don't know why, but for some reason, nothing that we tried would allow us to create score lines for you guys to where you could just like upload it and then size it and go. So that's really the only step to these, rather than sizing it and cutting it. So it's super easy like that.
Now Rachel, so again, any of these, this is not just this cut file, it's any of the 3D projects, which we have like 30 plus all the alphabets.
So many.
There's so many. So anyway, guys, make sure, change the score, the cut line for score to score, and then attach it together so that you have effortless projects every single time.
Easy, guys. It's easy. That's the only thing you've got to do here. It's easy to remember as well, and we've already went ahead and gave you guys the different layers to do that. So you don't have to, slice anything or contour anything. Upload it, click the layer, change from cut to score, attach, good to go. So
love it.
This is where we're starting out here. This is how it uploads. Again, we have changed those to score lines here. And for our color, I'm going to select our little box here and go up to color, and I want to change him to dark gray. I'm a little bit OCD about making sure my colors in Design Space mirror what I want them to be in real life. It just kind of helps me visualize a little bit. And Tanner, do not forget to just stop me in my tracks if we have a great question.
Of course.
And I want to go ahead and make this little guy as big as I can. So we know we can cut 11 by 11 with our machine here. So I'm going to, wait, no, because my paper is only 8.5 by 11. So see guys, we're just working through all this, just working through it. So I can take this and go up here to width. I'm going to select 8. And that looks pretty good.
It does. Now remember guys, if you're, you're doing 12 by 12, you can go larger, but make sure if you're using that 8.5 by 11 that you stick to that 8.5 by 11 size of that cardstock.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And see, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking first about what my Cricut could cut, which is 11.5 by 11.5. But I look down and see that today I'm using, what do you call it, letter paper, letter size paper, which is 8.5 by 11. So just make sure you're paying attention like I was not. So once you have it sized about how you want it, really that was about as hard as it gets, guys. The next part is just going with your amazing basic shapes and just kind of playing around with it how you want it. Now, one thing I did so that I could visualize it a little bit easier is I flipped this in Design Space, and it's easy to do. You can go right up to the top layers panel. Next to arrange, you'll see flip here, and there's just a little drop down, and I'm going to flip it vertically. And now you can see that the bottom part is basically the back of my little fry box here, and this is the front, the top here, and that's what I want. So now let's just go ahead and start with the little bunny ears. So we're gonna go to shapes. We're gonna grab a circle here, and we're immediately gonna go ahead and unlock this circle because we want to manipulate him in order to be like a kind of stretched out oval, just like a little bunny ear would be. So I'm gonna scooch him in and then pull him up, and you want to remember that you want this guy to fit well behind here. You don't want him to be too big or too small. You want him to fit pretty proportionally. So once you have one and you just want to, let's just say, see how they look together, you don't have to be too precise. You can go ahead and duplicate, and then now all we're doing is seeing if these guys are too big or too small. Go ahead and kind of center them where you'd like them to be. And they look like a pretty good size. I feel like I want them just a hair smaller. So again, I'm just going to take it, make it a little bit smaller, and lock it. and duplicate it. So now you can bring this guy over here, see how he's gonna look. They look perfect together. And now I'm gonna go ahead and change this guy to the same color as my other bunny, which you can do before you duplicate. It's probably the best way to do that. And Tanner, have I missed anything?
Oh no, we are just having a lot of fun. People says you're becoming a paper crafter. People discussing maybe making this with felt, which I think would be a great idea.
Guys,
the paper thin
so
felt from Cricut is pretty thick and sturdy, and you can cut it with the Cricut Explorer Air 2 as well.
You can.
So that would last for quite some time. So we love that.
I think I would recommend doing that with the paper thin because it's I don't want to say, it's a little bit stiffer. Mm-hmm. You definitely want something that's stiff while doing this. Yeah, that would be a really cute thing.
Yeah, you would have to use the hot glue gun to adhere it together, but aside from that, you're good to go.
No, I would love that.
You may have to do some manual scoring.
That's okay.
Trying to make the best out of it.
That's okay. Good idea, though. If any of you do it, please put that in the Facebook group.
Yes, we also have a friend that just found out their best friend's pregnant. Do you guys have any baby or new mama crafts?
Oh my goodness. Well, Miss Maggie, we actually have a ton of baby and mama cut files over on Maker's Gonna Learn. We have like a whole Mother's Day collection here. We have a ton of stuff. And my favorite thing to use when someone tells me that someone is expecting is fonts. I absolutely adore fonts. You can make personalized t-shirts, signs, cake toppers, anything like that. So I absolutely love using our cut files and fonts.
Yes, and what is the name of this cut file,
Let's
Rachel?
search that right now. I'm pretty sure
French fry
it's
box.
French fry. Yeah, French fry box. Yeah.
Yay. So you can show it on there. But yeah, this is the French fry box cut file. Rachel, how many, for anyone that's watching that's brand new, how many cut files do we have at Maker's Gonna Learn?
Oh my gosh, guys. We have like 3,000 plus digital cut files. And these guys can be used whether you have a Cricut, a Silhouette, a Brother Scan and Cut, really any die cutting machine that works with SVG and PNG cut files, you can use with our machine. Now, we do talk a lot about our cut files, but we also have fonts. And those are only available to our amazing yearly membership because those are members who have the best deal. They have our best value membership, and it is billed annually. And that is why when you guys commit to us for a year, we say thank you for that, and we give you guys a little bit more perks than our other membership tiers get, including those fonts, which we need to update this because it only says 200 plus, but guys, we add 20 every month, so we're in the 300s for sure.
Woohoo.
We also give you guys that free commercial license when you decide to go yearly with us, and what that means is that you are able to sell the projects that you make using our cut files and fonts for your own profit. So that's pretty rare, actually. Usually memberships will give you guys a personal use license, which means I could give Tanner a gift for his birthday or maybe for Christmas, but you can't sell anything. So with this membership, you can.
And it's the best deal.
It's the best deal. Yes,
and if
absolutely. You
you're,
get 3 months
bored
free.
at home, you can go ahead and say yes and don't have to worry about it for an entire year.
365 days.
Yes, and this cut file is the fry box. So do you want to show them where, again, that fry box? We've had a few questions. They're really excited.
Right. So 3D French fry box.
So when do you use SVG versus PNG, Rach?
That's a good question. So we love to use SVGs, I would say 90% of the time. They're easier to use. You can scale them as big or as small as you want to.
And they organize your layers. And that's the number one
they organize
reason.
Your layers. If you guys were here on, I feel like it was I forget what day it was last week, but Tanner made the cutest little hot air balloon cut file there. If that had been a PNG,
oh my goodness,
she would have been a lot of work.
Yeah.
But since we had an SVG there, it organized all the layers with all the different colors. We could scale it how we wanted to. All we did was size it and cut it, guys.
So the only for the other 10%, we save that 10% for any print and cut image. We love our print and cut images going ahead and becoming PNG. It's really easier. For you guys to be able to import those for print and cut. So a great question.
It is. And one thing about print and cut too is you could pick which one you liked better, but in a perfect world you want to be able to utilize both because you just can't mimic the layers and the colors you can get from certain print and cuts with regular vinyl with SVGs. So, it's just to each your own. It totally depends on the project you're making. One thing I wanted to go over really quick about that yearly membership, and then we're going to jump back into our little bunny, is that along with that free commercial license, the fonts, and everything else you do get as a yearly member, we also give you 3 free e-courses, which these pair great with that commercial license, because one of them is actually how to build a business through die cutting, which is a $97 value. These things pay for itself, guys, for real. And if you are a beginner, we highly recommend this membership tier because it also comes with 2 other e-courses completely free, teaching you how to master your machine and the software. So you guys will know how to use your Cricut and use Design Space and be totally professional.
Yes,
awesome.
And for everyone wondering what the difference between our membership is and Cricut Access, we get that all the time. We have Sherry chiming in and saying, I appreciate Makers Gonna Learn anyway, and this weekend was another example why. I tried to make a Cricut Access card, and with no instruction, it took much longer than it should have.
Oh, yes. We do hear that a lot about us giving trainings and tips and answering questions and things, because sadly Cricut Access loves to give tons of cut files but not a whole lot of training. So that is definitely one of our strong points.
Yes,
for sure.
We love it.
Okay, so back to our little bunny. So the next thing we're gonna do is add the kind of the insides of our little bunny ears, and it's so easy to do that. All we're gonna do is duplicate this guy once more. And right before I even size him or anything, I'm just going to change his color to pink just so I can kind of see it there and just make him smaller. And it doesn't have to be substantially smaller or anything like that, just enough to where you can really see the layers here. And this looks super cute. Okay, that's perfect. Now we're just going to duplicate it one more time and make our other one here. Look how cute this is, guys. And I can actually get a little crazy here and click on these and go to arrange and move backward, or excuse me, move to back, so we can just kind of visualize this a little bit more accurate to how it's going to be. Now we're going to work on his little eyes. So again, another little shape here, a circle. This is so easy. The reason why I love having this fry box in here and ready to go is because I can size it to the dimensions here. Now if I had this fry box already made or out of Design Space and I was having to get a little measuring tape and measure how big I thought the eyes should go or where they should be, it would be a lot harder. So to be able to have this little guy in here with me to visualize and things like that is a huge plus. So I would definitely recommend that. And now I'm going to change his color to white up here and just kind of place him right where I want him. And this doesn't have to be as precise in Design Space because of course we're going to be placing all of these later. So that looks pretty good. I keep fussing with myself about how big it should be. Big bunny eyes. Now we're going to duplicate him. Place him here. That's cute. And now we're going to work on his irises. So all we have to do for that, just like the bunny ears, same exact thing. Duplicate again. Now we're going to add black to that circle and make our circle little bitty, a lot smaller. And that's just going to be his little irises right there. Or pupils. Excuse me. Irises, pupils, whatever.
We love it. I'm saving for my yearly membership. I cannot wait. I'm new to the Cricut world and found you guys right at the beginning of my journey. I can't wait to get going.
Oh my goodness.
Cannot
You've come to the right
you.
place. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And guys, look how our bunny's taking shape.
Adorable.
How cute is he? I love this little fella. Okay, now we're going to do his little cheekies. And now I'm just going to pop back and click on our little eyeball there. And you can see in the layers panel, I have the correct one selected that I want, which is just our little white circle. I'm going to click duplicate once more. And his cheeks are going to be a bit larger than his eyes, just big enough to notice that they are, of course, different things. So that looks pretty good. Pretty large there. Go ahead and duplicate him for his other little cheek. And how cute is this? Okay. So the very last thing that we have to do to our little bunny here is to add his little nose. So you guys could make a bunny nose, you could add 3 little dots, you could make it a little bit more complicated, a little more detailed, but the easiest way that I have found is simply just to take a heart here from Design Space. I'm going to make him pink just like the inside of his ears are. And then I'm going to rotate him, or you could either flip it. So you could flip it or rotate it. I'm going to rotate it here. And if you guys press shift as you rotate, it'll rotate kind of, I guess, locked for you guys just to make sure it's going to rotate evenly. Yeah, it's a pretty cool hack. I enjoy it. And then make him small. just like a little nose here, then bring them on down.
And the best part here, guys, you're not having to attach or weld any of this together, really.
No.
Because you're going to assemble it on the actual little fry box.
Yeah.
It's so adorable.
And it's easy, guys. This all is easy. You know that I have not done anything super complicated. We're using one cut file. That's it. Our little fry box. And then just making our little accessories with basic shapes, which is great.
Yay.
So here's our little bunny. Let me know if you guys have any questions, whether it's about this project, how I did something in Design Space, whether it's about the membership, anything like that. Let us know throughout the live. So that's it, guys. Just like Tanner said, no having to attach or anything. If you're working a lot with this and moving a lot of things around, if you wanted to, let's say, for instance, on the canvas here, select them and group them here. You could group them just on the canvas here, but we know that is just on the canvas. As soon as you click Make It, it's all going to kind of jumble up into its color sections, which is what we want. So once we're done with this, we actually have one that's completely done over here to the right. So we're just going to take our little bunny we made and go ahead and erase him all that work there.
Wendy B says, how cute, love it. Hey, Linda. Hey, everyone.
Hey, guys. I hope you're loving this bunny. He's
oh my gosh,
cutest.
they're going to love it. Guys, you could go ahead. Rachel, do you want to click Make It and then show them how they can duplicate it if they want to make like multiples for all their grandkids or kids or anything
we're going to
like
click
that.
Make It. Okay, and let's just say you wanted to make 4. Well, you could select all of this and select duplicate as many times as you want to, or just like Tanner was saying, you can click duplicate on here. And what that means is that up here, as soon as you click Make It, there are project copies, and you can go up and apply more to these project copies if you want to. But I have another hack to show you guys as well. So you can see here, it just kind of splits everything up, and it's actually great to do project copies because if you only do one of these, you're not using a whole lot of your paper here, you know. So keep that paper for a rainy day, or use more. Make more than one bunny if you want to. So we're going to go back down to one little bunny and hit apply. Now here's the hack. This thing looks pretty large, right? And as you can see, our little backings of our ears are on the same page. However, we can only use 8.5 by 11 paper. So what you can do is go right down here after the first mat and select that drop down menu that says material size, and you can click 8.5 by 12 or not, I guess.
So it normally gives you
a ton
8.5 by 11. Yeah.
Maybe my bunny backing's too big. Maybe I need to size my bunny backing
down. Oh, it
down.
is too large.
Okay.
Yep, so we'll need to size him down. But we've got a great question from Miss Megan.
Yay.
She says, I've watched so many videos on the Maker. I feel like I'm giving myself false confidence. Is it really that easy to use? Rachel, what would you say to that?
100%. It is so easy to use. I would argue, this could be a big argument here. Oh, guys. I would say it's a little bit easier to use than the Air 2. Now, the only reason I'm saying that is because the Cricut has less doohickeys on it. There's no dial. You can select your material in Design Space every time. Guys, I forget to set that dial constantly, so I have to leave it on custom, okay? Now, if you want to just make t-shirts or something like that, you are totally fine with your Air 2. However, we love to use our knife blade to cut chipboard and things like that, and we love to use our rotary blade to cut felt. So guys, as you can see me, I'm just trying to get this small enough to select 8.5 by 11. I do not know what is wrong because this guy's
So it's still a little bit wider than 8.5.
Is it really?
I think. But yeah, no. So for Megan, yeah, our membership also has a really great printable guides and free courses for your members. So you're able to go ahead and, if you need a membership, we highly recommend grabbing one because we're the only membership out there that gives you guys the education, the motivation, and inspiration to actually master your machine and make really awesome projects. So once you're ready to dive in, we hope to be there to help you. So okay, Rachel, so that's a great tip. You've got to size it down just a little bit.
For sure.
Great
to make
know.
sure it's not 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in Design Space. But one thing I was doing as well, if you could see me, I don't think I mentioned it, I wasn't just sizing down our fry box, I was sizing everything down. So I was selecting all of it and sizing it all down. It would be so easy to say, well, if the fry box is a problem, then we're just going to size down our fry box.
Right.
But if you size it down too much, then your other layers may not fit. Your ears may be a little bit too big, things like that. So I just sized it all down, and now the Cricut's way too smart, and it knew that it was bigger than 8.5 by 11, so it wasn't showing me that option. But here you can see that it does, and if you select that, then it will automatically know that that is the only size paper that I'm working with, and split that up into the different mats for me, all color coded, perfect. So.
And yes, Megan, Linda also pointed out the Facebook group. We have over 5,000 amazing like-minded crafters that are there to support you with your machine. So not only do you have our entire team and our daily kind of workshops here on the YouTube channel, you get the Facebook group 24/7. So we love that as a member-only perk. There's a lot of free Facebook groups out there, yes, but here's the deal. With our membership, you have a really solid group of people, a lot smaller, a lot more manageable, and a lot more fun in our opinion. Wendy also says, Megan, watch the Makers Learn videos. They give you the confidence to make anything. We love that. Yes. Tracy also says Maker is worth the investment. Don't forget, HSN sells them and has flex pay options. Ooh. So if you need to break that down into smaller chunks so it doesn't take too big of a hit to your savings or anything like that, great alternative to look at, as well as PayPal has 0% interest.
Yeah. Love that.
So yay, we love it.
One thing that we love to say here, if you like, if you like these YouTube videos, then you will love the membership. These are just a very small snippet of, you know, what we do on a daily basis, just to try and make your guys' crafty lives a little bit better. So definitely get a membership if you have not already. And also another thing I wanted to do is, I don't want to get my scoring wheel. I'm lazy, okay? And right here in my hand, I have a scoring stylus. So if you're ever faced with this problem and you have a Cricut Maker, but you just want to use your stylus instead, all you have to do is click Edit Tools. So I'm going to click Edit Tools. I want to use my scoring stylus, so I selected that. And you can click Apply, and then it knows that that's what you're going to use. So you just have to pop this into clamp A, have your fine point blade in clamp B, and now you don't have to switch any blades or anything like that. While I think that the scoring wheel and the double scoring wheel may have a better score, the scoring stylus does completely fine, especially on something as simple as this fry box.
Exactly, and Miss Megan needs to know, I'll be joining tomorrow. Will I get instant access, Rachel?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
You absolutely will. I think all you have to wait on is one email.
Yep.
And once you get that pretty much immediately, then you are good to go. First thing I would do, guys, well, first of all, look at the membership because it's incredible. But go over to that community tab and get in the Facebook group. You have to answer a couple questions, and we will let you in as soon as we possibly can. But that's a super fun little
We love it. Tracy says, I agree, Debbie. It's definitely the one I go to most. So much encouragement and kindness. We love it.
You guys are awesome.
Okay, Rach, what are we doing now?
I think we'll go to the above camera. Then you are good. And I'm just going to load it. First thing I will do, guys, see from Cricut Design Space that the first mat I'm going to be using is, the first color I'm going to be using is one of my grays. Now, our grays, unfortunately, is a bit thinner than I would like, but that's okay. We're going to lay this on the mat here. And whoop, there we go, guys.
I had to spin you all around a little bit. Okay. My apologies to all of you if you heard an echo for like 2 seconds.
It's cool. Sorry, guys.
I'm deleting that because it's been giving me issues. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're good now.
First mat, I'm going to load it into the machine, and whenever Tanner has time, he'll flip that camera for me.
For sure.
And then I will show you guys how I'm just going to load in this little scoring stylus. So this is a light grit mat, and she has been used, okay? So she's about at the end of her rope, but we're going to try and love on her a little more. So here's her scoring stylus. You can buy these from Cricut.com. We have a ton of, we have one in every room at least. So all you got to do is open up that clamp A and pop it in, and it's not going to make a little click noise for me, but it's in there. So
normally it will click.
It'll make a little click, which is super comforting. You just kind of know you've done your job. So once you do that, all you have to do is click that flashing Cricut button.
Ashley says, Makers Gonna Learn is awesome. Best membership I've ever paid for. Yay, Ashley. We love hearing that from our members.
You guys are awesome. Me and Tanner never really have to do anything on these lives. You all do it all.
We love that. We love it.
So we're on our way, guys, to making our little bitty bunny. It's going to be adorable. Okay. While that's scoring, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I want to show you guys the really cool tip of how to make these little whiskers, because these guys are adorable if you don't have any pipe cleaners or anything like that. So, Tanner, why don't we just go ahead and show them how to do that?
Okay.
That'd be great. So,
Perfect.
I'm going to move our paper around here and bring in our little poster board. So, what we're going to need right now.
Just a little.
Do what? Zoom out just a little?
Just a little,
Sure
maybe
thing.
up to you. You can kind of look at how it's doing.
Zoom out.
It's pretty far, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so we have our little gloves here, and we have our glue and our mat shredding our paper. That's fun.
We love that.
Love it.
Oh, it really
Safe.
is.
I think we're okay.
We may have to recut.
I don't think so. I think I can salvage this.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So
this will happen to you sometimes in your crafting.
this will happen. We're gonna focus on this for just a second.
Yeah, no, this will be good to know.
I can totally see where this line was going.
Right.
I'm just gonna cut this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I can see where this line was going.
So it looks like the blade may have just got a little hung for a second.
I think it's because our poor little mat.
Maybe. This will be a great one to salvage, or maybe we'll just recut.
Okay, so guys, here's what we're looking at here. Our score lines are fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is the front. This will be the sides. I think I'm going with it.
Okay. So here's the
Go
deal.
with it.
The sides, even if the sides aren't perfect, we can clean those up.
Yeah.
And then they're not even gonna be seen. So we'll be good. We're gonna be good.
And guys, feel free to recut it if you want to, especially if you're like doing this for Sunday school or something like that, or for a gift or something. But at the same time, my heart would break to waste this paper, So we're gonna go with it. We're not gonna waste this paper, and it's gonna be super easy. So I'm gonna set this guy to the side. Our second mat is the same paper, just doing the outline of his little ears. So I'm just gonna pop that into the maker here. I should get another mat, but
Do you want to go grab you one? I'll go grab one.
I'm thinking maybe.
Okay.
I thought it was sticky enough.
Tell them about our neighbor's dog.
Well, I'm sure you guys can hear it. I think there's a fresh green one on the wall, Tanner. Thank you so much. Well, we have a little dog, a little dog at our neighbor's house here, and I don't know if it's a collie or a Sheltie, but it's one of those Lassie dogs, Thank you so much. So, it likes to bark sometimes. It's a cute little dog. I don't really know why it's barking.
Apparently the owner told me that when she's not home, she just leaves the dog outside on the back porch, and he doesn't like that too much.
Probably not. Now, I will say, he's got food, he's got water, he's got shade.
He's totally fine. They're
totally
great
fine.
dog owners, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
We have a lot other things to worry about.
Okay, this one cut great.
Look at that. Now, did you change the setting or anything?
No.
Interesting.
I think I didn't have this paper maybe down on the mat as well or something like that. This is a very used up mat.
Right.
So I'm just going to very carefully peel these guys up. Now, I would go with gravity and flip my mat down and peel it up from the mat. But since these are such small pieces and our mat is just so used up, we really didn't have to, but we'll be doing that from now on. Our third color here is our white, and all this is going to be is our little eyes here and our cheekies. So we've got him on the mat, nice clean mat.
This is the hardest part of the whole project. Like, it's just a paper craft project. You're just going mat by mat, and then putting it together will be super easy.
Oh, so easy. Okay, so we're gonna do this time, I promise. We have our little plate here, some Elmer's glue. We have some string here. Now, this is just white string. I know it's white on white. I'm sorry, guys. So what we're gonna do is just cut these in a line. Just doesn't really matter, 6-8 inches, something like that. It doesn't have to be super precise. And then we're going to glove up because it's going to get a little bit messy, guys. And this is actually really fun. And it dried way quicker than I thought it would, which was awesome.
Yay!
So we're going to pour some Elmer's glue onto our plate down here. And this is probably not the best way to do this. I don't know. I just tried it once and loved the outcome. So you guys might have a better way of doing it. Just pop that lid right off your little Elmer's glue here and pour a little bit on the plate. You don't want to waste too much of your glue here. And now all we're going to do, and I'll just do one of these, and then you guys can repeat it for all the rest of them, is we're going to stick him in the glue here, and I'm going to put my finger down, and I'm just going to run it through the glue.
Oh, so you're just evenly coating.
Then I'm just going to kind of play with it here and evenly coat that.
And you said you taped yours to the side of the table?
I did.
Okay.
Indeed. But if you guys just want to like lay it down on your poster board, you totally can. The only thing with that is that it might dry too hard to that.
Maybe like a parchment paper.
Parchment paper would be good. Something non-stick with a silicone mat would be good.
Yes.
So one more time. All I did was hold it down, place it down. I put my finger in the glue so it'll stay in the glue and kind of pull it up with it. And then I just went right back behind it and just kind of squeezed off the excess glue there. And that's it. Like when he dries in like an hour, you'll have the cutest little bunny whiskers ever. I have some that are done here that I wanted to show you.
I love it.
And
Terry says she's mailing out her bunny baskets she made today. So yay.
Are you?
Look at how sturdy they are.
So they're super sturdy. The ends right here is where my fingers were holding them, so we'll just be able to snip these and then hot glue them right in place. So that is all we had to do for those little whiskers, which is just the cutest little craft hack ever, I think. So we're done with another mat, and all these mats are going to be so easy to cut, guys. I think we only have 2 more to do, so I'm going to peel the excess of this up. This is a good fresh mat here. There we go. What happened to our circles? Okay, they're still here. That's great. Okay.
Interesting.
So this was the thickest paper we had.
Okay,
so I'm going to go ahead and guess that this paper maybe needed to be on a higher setting. So since we have a few
minutes. Look at this. We're good.
I'm just going to flip it over.
Rotating it around.
Just going to flip it over. And I'm going to just go back in Design Space. And just for this guy,
we're going to recut.
I'm going to recut him, but I'm going to switch him, guys. I'm just going to do craft board.
Perfect.
You know, I think it'll just cut it
twice
with pretty darn good pressure. So right there we are. I just switched them right over. Now, one thing you want to make sure.
You'll need to select craft board, not heavy. The chipboard thinks it's going to use the knife blade.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious. That's not what
so show them what material we've been using for that really heavy cardstock, because the heavy cardstock. Are we
over there?
Setting,
oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna type in craft. That's with a K, guys. Craft.
Yes.
And right here's craft board. It wasn't favorited. That is a shame.
We need to favorite that one.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Press our little star. Now when we click done, it's going to show us craft board right here. We can pick up pressure. If you want to give it more pressure, you totally can. Of course, it just uses the fine point blade. What?
Let's select that third mat again for that Y.
Oh, yes. Look at you, Tanner.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. Good tips all around. Okay. Now we're good to go. Just going to press that flashing Cricut button. It's going to cut for us. And if you want to, you can reselect heavy cardstock for your other 2 colors that are less thick, or you can leave it on craft board. It's not like it's going to cut too deep, because that's kind of what you want. So really to each their own if you want to switch it back or not. I think the only difference is that
it's going to go like 2 times on this. So that's really nice.
I think it goes double. It just goes around it twice, which is totally fine. So this was the thickest cardstock that we had. It's the cardstock we use with our printer. I'm pretty sure it's 120 pounds.
Probably. It's probably really thick, but we love sturdy cardstock.
She thick. Oh, it's our favorite for sure. We love using it for print that cut and cards and things. So that's it. It's done. And this one's going to peel up way better. Look at that.
Oh, perfect.
So there is our little circles.
Woohoo.
Looking great. Just going to peel them up.
Love those.
I'm going to go with gravity here too again.
Yeah, that's a fresh mat. She's fresh.
Oh, she's very fresh.
And this is a great tip, guys, to make sure your paper never, it's too, never starts like creasing or anything like that.
Okay, have our little eyes and our little cheekies here. Let's set those to the side. Our next color is black. Always reference Design Specs or you'll end up with, pink eyes and black ears.
Exactly.
So pop them in. And guys, again, ask all your questions. We love answering questions.
Yes, let us know if you have any paper crafting related questions. We're just cutting away. This is so fun. So we're so good. Sharon wants to let you guys know, or Rachel, to let you know to watch out for the glue so you don't get it on your mat or paper. You got a dot of it on your workspace. We'll make sure to take care of that.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to move this whole thing.
Love it.
Does that make everybody feel better? Look.
Yes.
Gone.
Now, Rachel, do we have any 911 operator designs? I know we have probably a few. that are related to different ones like that. But
Yeah,
you can always
like,
design your own.
Like EMS and, you know, COPS and things like that. And of course, one thing that we absolutely love to do on the membership is hear your all's requests for cut files. We love to take your requests. We take those very often. And
we have a whole release every month for you guys.
Every month we have a release all for just requested cut files. But no, I think fonts are my favorite thing to use with those. But you can just get it a little bit more personal with fonts. You know,
you can do your certain area and things like that. So that is a lot of fun.
Guys, our last
mat.
Woohoo,
the last
pink,
mat.
And that's it.
And then really, guys, the fun part is just building it. So after, you know, you cut through that, maybe Rachel will start creasing the edges with the bone folder, things like that, because this is so fun.
So here's that.
Woohoo! Tracy, yes, we are planning our Summer Summit classes. So if you're excited, let us know what you may want to see there, because we are planning those. So if you guys have not already went ahead and joined us for the Summer Summit, that is quickly approaching.
It'll be here before we know it.
Yep, it will. So you guys got to grab that ticket. If you haven't, this is a virtual crafting summit. So no matter what, you know, no matter where you are,
or
Yep, no matter where you're at in the world, anything like that, you'll be able to attend. This will be a virtual event, something we're highly anticipating to be very important this year. I'm also dropping the link if you guys need to finish out your Summit Passport. We're really excited for you guys. Scroll down to the bottom and you can get your summer and fall Summit ticket. So that's great. And Diane says she did the water slide candles today, Rachel.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
Did you? I bet they looked amazing. Put it in the Facebook group. I want to see.
Now, Wendy says, where can I get a bone folder?
Okay, well, Miss Wendy, these little guys you can pick up a ton of places. Amazon has them. Your local craft store has them. Tanner loves to say you could even use an old credit card or gift card. Yeah. You could even use, I think I've seen Tanner use like the scraper tool.
I love the scraper. That's a really great little hack.
Scraper tool. Mm-hmm. I think that for a beginner, having a bone folder, it's just like a couple bucks, you know, is easy because I think it's easy to hold in your hand. And for things like this, whereas we have all of our little pieces here, I know that I want this to be like the front. I'm going to flip it over and I want to put my bone folder right on that line, you know, right on that score line. So all you have to do with that is place it down. It's so long anyways. And sometimes I'll like fold it up like that just to give me a little bit and you can see that beautiful crease there.
If you want to move it up just a little bit more, yeah, right there.
Sorry, this
worries.
camera's like at the most awkward angle
we're
on this
gonna have to work on that. Woohoo, look at Rachel just creasing these sides. So this is what you're going to do for each of them. Look at that.
It's got this kind of like pointed tip here, which is great. And then you can just flip it right over to the same thing again. So I see that line there. This might not be the professional thing to do. I lay my bone folder down right on that line and push it. And then I see that crease. And then I can just lay this down and use that very tip of my bone folder and just kind of rock that back and forth to just get that nice and secure.
Yes, and I put our shop Amazon link if anyone wants to use that to support the channel. That is no cost to you guys, but you will be able to you know, give us a small commission at no cost, so that just supports all of our craft supplies. So thanks.
Sure.
I'm also dropping the Shop Cricut link if you guys are shopping Cricut or Amazon. And, you know, remember guys, Troy at 651 Vinyl would love the support during this time. They are not shipping orders, but they're going in the order of, you know, the different orders. So you guys can go ahead and support all of those different places using our links to, you know, help us out. So that'll be awesome. And we're really excited. But let us know if we have any beginners or anyone here hanging out with us. We'd love to answer any crafting questions. We have 145 with us right now. So lots of fun. I know, sorry we're going live a little bit earlier than normal if you're missed out the live.
I hope you've
leave
been
us
able
some
to catch
recorded
it, though.
comments.
Yeah, leave us some comments. I love answering them. So I've got all these lines scored. There are 2 lines in the middle here, but as you can see, or maybe not, you might not can see, they're actually curved lines. So I prefer to do those with my hands. So what I'm going to do is fold this up how it's supposed to go. And you can see how it's going to be taking shape here, just like that, easy peasy. And then I just come down here on the bottom and I see my line here.
Smart.
I'm just going to use my fingers
and
Look just pinch a little. I'm not pinching too tight.
So the scoring stylist kind of created that line, guys. So you just kind of have to give it that little love that Rachel's giving right there. How awesome.
And then there we have that line there. I'm going to just do the one in the back. and it just kind of makes it easier to where it'll kind of stand up on its own.
Love
so
it.
There's that curve there, you can see it. And now guys, we're only gonna add like 2 strips of adhesive to this. It's going to be the easiest thing ever. You guys can choose to do it from the back or the front. I'm going to choose the front. So I'm going to flap this little guy in because he is going to be sticking on this side of the back there. So I'm going to add some ATG. If you guys don't have this ATG gun, you're missing out. It's amazing.
Best one ever. Again, pick it up on Amazon. Don't even have to worry about anything.
I'm going to flip them up.
So we love that.
So yay! I've been learning a lot from Tanner about the order in which to place your ATG.
Oh,
My heart wanted to tell me to add this and then put it up there, but why not add them both first? So now I'm just gonna, you know, kind of start on one side, not worry about the other side. I'm gonna start on one side, bring it up together, and fold it in exactly how it's supposed to be.
And just make sure that other side hasn't got adhesive, because now that Rachel's stuck it on one side, it would be really hard for her to have a flat surface to apply those lines of adhesive. So that's why you want to do them both together and just be, you know, make sure they don't accidentally touch. And ATG is very forgiving, so if it does accidentally touch something, you can peel it off. But now she can just finish out that other side.
So if I was like this, I'd be like, oh no. I would literally have to get in here. It would be the most awkward thing ever to try and add that. But now I'm just going to lay this down right here.
Yes. Oh, Linda says, I just joined Maker's Gonna Learn. Love you guys. We love you. Thank you so much for joining. If there's anyone else on the fence of joining, today is a great day to join so you can get crafty with over 2,500 amazing cut files and so much more, like printable guides and everything you need to get started.
Group.
Yes.
We have amazing fonts. Guys, the printable guides are incredible. I don't even know how many comments I have replied to about people wanting to know what mat they should use with what material or what all of these new Cricut blades can cut. We have that in that guide. It's an amazing guide. And we have way more than one guide. How many do we have?
Oh my goodness, there's multiple.
Oh man, we
the iOS guide, the main Cricut guide, there's different resources for you know, what size you should make your heat transfer vinyl projects and so much more. So we love that.
So I'm going through here, guys, adding a little bit of ATG on the back of my little ears here.
And guys, yes, the fry box is this easy. I was blown away. It's 2 different areas to add adhesive to, and it is so good. I love it.
It's the easiest thing ever. And this would be great for kids. You know, grab some glue, give kids, you know, the chance to make something awesome like this. My favorite thing about this project is it is not going to be perfect, and I love that. There's just going to be little quirks about it that just make it even cuter. So now we're going to move on to our eyes, and we know that our cheeks are going to be bigger than our eyes. So here's our little cheekies, and then we have our eyes and our pupils here. I'm just going to add a little bit there. It's a little tricky to add that little of ATG, but it's totally possible. And add them right there. Now you'll be able to place these more precisely, the eyes, when you're able to glue them on there. So
yes, this is awesome. So feel free for those little pieces. The zigged 2-way glue pen also works great for that. We sometimes go back and forth between the two, so that's awesome.
And I have done a lot of thinking about this, okay? It's hilarious to talk about, but I was thinking about when I was doing his cheeks, if I should place them separately, then place the nose and then add the whiskers, or if I should do, you know, place the little nose there, or, you know, what have you. And I figured out that it has been the easiest thing to do to add our nose to connect the other 2 pieces of his little cheeks, and then add the whiskers then. So we're going to place those right next to each other and then add our little nose here. If you want to get some tweezers, you totally can if you want to be a little more precise.
Rachel, I just want to let you know that Isabel just tuned in and said, thanks so much for today's live. My 10-year-old has been following along. Art class check. Rachel, did you ever think you'd be teaching an art class for homeschoolers? Because you are.
Oh my goodness, guys. I was a homeschool kid, so I'm loving it. I'm for it.
The Cricut's perfect for everyone. Oh, and Rachel M just tuned in, was doing school with her kids, had to send them to recess so I can watch.
Oh my goodness. Listen, let your kids watch along. They'll love to make their own little bunny box.
Yes. You guys can learn the Cricut together as a great art school project. So you guys need it for the homeschoolers out there. Yes, so good.
So we're almost done, okay? We're just trimming up our little whiskers, and I'm just kind of cutting them round about how long I want them. And the beauty of this is that you guys can trim your whiskers after the fact. So you don't have to have them the perfect length right now.
And Rachel, this is so much easier to cut than trying to cut pop cleaners. I struggle cutting pop cleaners
and
on occasion.
it's better on your scissors too.
Yeah.
It's easier on your scissors.
Love
so
it.
I just want little 6 pieces here, and I think I have exactly 6.
This is gonna be so adorable.
And now with our little cheeks, if you guys can see this, I know it's white on white, I'm just going to flip them over and add our little whiskers right here. So I'm going to take our Lynn Lily hot glue gun.
Love the Lynn Lily.
And I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue right there.
And now this is the back, right?
This is the back, of course.
Perfect.
Absolutely. We're just going to
Perfect.
place them in the back. And then as that dries, you'll be able to see here on this finished one how it looks like they're just coming out from behind there. They're just the cutest little guys ever.
So Stephanie chimes in and says, question for you. Best tip for protecting your mats. So mine are in a drawer, but hard to keep clean. Stephanie, the best tip we have is to make sure, as soon as you're done, that you can clean those off. And then you can also make sure to
place that sheet back on there.
Place the sheet back on there. We have found that a lot of newbies end up throwing it away on accident, so that pretty much wastes your first mat.
We totally understand that you are so excited to start crafting. You just throw out everything that gets in your way, but those little protective sheets work. They're miracle workers, guys.
Yes.
Moving this past week, they really came into play because they were thrown in this and thrown in that.
Exactly.
And with those protective sheets on there, they were great. Okay.
Yep, so we love it. And you can get this SVG file under our 3D cut files under the new section of Maker's Gonna Learn. This one, when you're searching the site, is called French Fried Box. So just go ahead and make sure that you're looking at the proper French Fried Box. We're really excited, so you all will love it. So yay, we love it.
I'm just trimming my whiskers, guys. And now that I have those whiskers trimmed, I'm gonna put my bunny together. Let's do it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna start with her ears. Okay. You're just gonna place these ears where you want them to go.
Oh, this is so good.
Put your little ears in here. Goodness gracious.
And guys,
there.
Can you believe Easter's gonna be here so quick? Like
Guys,
less than a week away?
I was looking at the live calendar, okay? I had other things planned for this week, and then I looked on the calendar and I thought, holy moly, Tanner.
Right.
It's Easter time.
Crazy, crazy.
So I popped all these little Easter crafts on here. So you're going to see several this week, but that's okay. We want to get you guys in the Easter spirit for sure.
Hey, I'm new to crafting. Should I get individual vinyl sheets or bulk rolls? Trying to be cost effective starting out.
Oh, that's a good way to be.
Now, friend, we have a great link down below, 651 vinyl. I would compare those prices to Amazon. They have really good prices. If you're in a pinch, I would order from Amazon right now due to the fact their warehouse is closed. But usually we recommend kind of getting a variety of the sheets, finding those 5 to 7 colors that you're going to use quite often. For us, it's black, whites, grays, some other colors like pinks and reds and blues.
But it's essential to make sure you get a multi-pack at first to see what colors you love, what colors you use most of. If you think you're going to be using a lot of black and white like we do, go ahead on 651 and order bulk rolls of that. But buying those multi-packs are great. We also love getting those little chip sets. What are they? Those little... I forget what they're called, but they're like samples of every single color, so that if you have one at home and you love it from a sample, if you forget the name of it or anything, you can just hold it up right next to the color that you love and know what the color is. Right on the back, it shows the name and everything.
And they have
like
those only at 651.
Yeah, that's
so
only
they're really
651.
Awesome.
But we love 651 vinyl. It's amazing vinyl. It cuts great. It weeds incredibly. The Caesar Easy weed we buy from them is awesome. We order it all from bulk.
Yes, and Miss Wendy's having trouble locating her bone folder on Amazon.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab her that link.
Please do. Everyone needs a bone folder.
One moment, I'm having to get signed in to generate you that link.
So here's our little bunny. We have his little cheekies, his nose, and his whiskers. So we're actually gonna attach this down with some ATG and hot glue. So I think ideally we would be able to use maybe like a foam square. But I'm trying to think of what all you'll have, or if you're doing this in a Sunday school room or something like that, and you might not have, things like that to be able to give to all your little students. So we're just going to add a good little hot glue glob there in the middle.
Look at that.
And then the heart's facing down for his nose. Let's not forget that. And we're just going to place him kind of lower down at the bottom and hold him right in place. how cute he is. So he's gonna dry.
Oh, and it looks like they're having a sale at $6.51. So if you're okay waiting a little bit, not ordering your essentials, it'll be so good. And yes, Miss Wendy, I wanted to make sure I sent you a link to one that is available via Prime and was pretty affordable. So some are up there are like $8 to $12. This one's only $6.78 right now. So keep in mind of that price can change at any time. So yeah, we're really excited for you guys. Apparently, Isabel asked, what does it mean when the Cricut machine is burning? And me and Tracy's both wondering, is she working it too hard? So
is she working it too hard? I love it.
Oh, thank you, friends. I do keep my cover on. I just need to maybe keep it on there right after crafting. Yes, Stephanie, because like if you leave it and walk away, even like any dust and things will settle on it. We also have a new video coming out very soon comparing 3 different ways to clean it. So get excited for that as well.
We make it a point to make sure that right after we're done, we place that mat back on there and put our mat back on the wall. I've really been trying to do better with that.
Watch our new crafting tour of the house and you'll see where we kind of keep our mats. I've also linked you guys the 3D cut files so you can find that whole category and locate the fry box. We're so excited to have all of you crafting with us. Look at this. It's almost done, Rachel.
I'm adding my last
you were rocking
eyeball.
it.
Guys, here I go.
Guys, if you were just tuning in, we have just walked with you guys through this entire project. You have 206 here with us, Rachel.
Oh my gosh,
this is a great
guys.
project, guys. If you are homeschooling, definitely have the kids, teach them how to use the Cricut. That's a great skill to have. Let them, do some adhering and things. So we love it.
And I think with everything going on and parents, having to homeschool and things like that, I think it's still super important to keep kids' imaginations running and keep them having fun and things like that. With Easter coming and a lot of us not being able to celebrate with our families in the way we always do, I think it's super important to get kids, to play along with more fun little crafts just like this. So if you guys are in the market for another cute craft, this one is perfect for kids. You don't have to use any hot glue or anything like that. Have them take that little Elmer's glue and make their little whiskers. Have them be able to pick out all the colors of paper. They can sit and watch the Cricut cut. I think it would be awesome to start teaching kids how to craft with a Cricut. I think that would open up some really cool doors for them. But guys, this is the cutest little dude ever. Okay, like I said, if you want to fill it with candy, for our finished photo here, our finished one, we have just some grass in there. You could fill it with anything you wanted to fill it with. It's the cutest thing ever.
Exactly.
And this was made using a 3D cut file from Maker's Gonna Learn. Only one of like 2,500, 3,000 digital cut files that you guys get. If you want to be a yearly member, that is the best value tier that we have. Not only do you get what all the other tiers get, you also get some special extras like using fonts. We have the free commercial license and awesome e-courses that are perfect for beginners.
Yes, so we're super, super excited to have all of those. They're really awesome.
Guys, I want to make a teeny tiny one.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
I want to make a little tiny one.
That's adorable.
How cute would that be?
Now, guys, this project is so good. Please share your own on the Facebook group. We want to see what you're going to do with your French fry turned bunny box with basic shapes. Great challenge for any friends that want to master, working with basic shapes, building 3D projects. You got to see Rachel make these really easily. And
I think it's a great way to practice working around in design space. Practice how, where the shapes are and how to
attaching, basic shapes.
It's great. Things like this are awesome
duplicating.
to keep your mind sharp on how to use design space, especially if you're a beginner. Exactly. A lot of people don't know that you can manipulate basic shapes in such a way that you can basically get them to do what you want to, regardless if you have to, slice them or contour them or anything like that, weld them together. Basic shapes are an amazing tool, and it doesn't have to be hard. You guys can see our 3D shapes and 3D files, and then get overwhelmed with inspiration just knowing what you can do with basic shapes. And I think that's really important as well. So
exactly. Now,
so cute.
Guys, I just dropped the link to learn how to design and make money with your machine. If you guys go over and check that out, that is our whole launch happening next week. It kicks off on April 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern. You guys can go ahead and sign up. Say, yes, I want to know about more about this. It's a whole week. Rachel, we're giving away a Cricut Maker.
That is going to be awesome.
We have all kinds of awesome giveaways. As you guys know, with any of our launches, we had our Black Friday launch was the last one. We had one in October, July. We do this a few times a year, so we have a lot of fun. Miss Sharon, the hot glue gun is sold out right now. We're really sad about that. And Cheryl says, hello, how fast my year ends, April 15th. I'll definitely be signing up for another year.
Oh my goodness.
I learned so much from you guys. Yay!
Cheryl, we're so glad. We love to hear that you guys are enjoying your membership. Because that's what we're here to do. We want to make sure that you guys know your machine the best you can. We want to answer any questions. We want to inspire you guys with projects like this. We want to troubleshoot for you guys. We want to make sure that you all feel comfortable. Like in that Facebook group, it's an amazing community over there. And we love to teach you how to use what we give you. So regardless if that's the cut files or the fonts, we want to constantly be making sure you guys are leveling up with your machine. So that's what we're here for.
So we're super excited for you guys.
Guys, this was really cute. It did not take that many supplies at all.
No.
You can use, like I said, I wish I had not thrown all my paper in the floor because the paper that I have left over is a ton. So the biggest sheet that we used was just the one to make the actual bunny box, and the rest just used fractions of the other pieces of paper. So this one would be, like Tanner said, a great one to mass produce or to let all your kids pick different colors and, just kind of let them get creative in that area. I want to know what you guys would put in them. Let me know what you would stuff them with. I still think it would be adorable to put little dum-dum suckers in here or something like that. So let me know what you would do with it. I think it's so
Yes,
cute.
let us know before we head out if there's any more questions, anything else that you guys need to know. If you're on the fence about getting a membership, let us know any last minute questions before we head out for the day. Thanks for crafting along with us a little bit early today, my friends.
Yeah.
Yay.
Tanner texted me and said, can we go live at noon? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Fine by me. I think noon's a good time for you guys as well. I know we're all used to 1:30, but I think noon, or I think switching it up every now and again can be
sure.
Keep you all on your toes.
Exactly. And guys, you will not want to miss out all next week for an amazing launch. So get pumped up for that. That's something to look forward to. I know with all the craziness, just snag my seat in the masterclass. Woohoo! There's 3 different times you'll be able to tune in. One Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is Eastern out, but I know a lot of us will be trapped inside. So great time to hang out and learn some things. And it's never a better time to build a home-based business than now. So even before all this craziness happened, we had this planned. So we just want to really make sure you guys feel excited for it. And then we'll be doing that class again on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on our regular live slot. And then again Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So all the other days we'll be answering your questions and doing some really great Q&A as well as training throughout the week. So it's going to be really good.
It's going to be a fun week.
Elizabeth says hide them in the house with candy and a little toy in it.
That's cute. Woo-hoo. Guys, when we went to, I think it was last year, we went to Michael's and we made this really cute little Easter basket filled with all kinds of stuff. I had no idea how much stuff Michael's had for Easter. They had puzzles, markers, little, doohickeys, little tiny balls, and those little fuzzy things. So cute. They have little mini chicks. Adorable.
I love it.
You could fill that with all kinds of those goodies for, your children or whoever. I'd love to receive it. So
fun. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Let us know. Oh, thanks.
Everyone loves your shirt.
Thank
Everyone
you.
wants one.
So
Everyone wants
I
one.
love my shirt so much. Hopefully you guys might have the cut file soon. Hint,
Woo-hoo.
that you might be able to make some for yourself. But until then, we'll be crafting up for you guys day in and day out. We'll be back tomorrow with another really fun craft that Tanner's going to do again for Easter. So it's going to be so much
week.
fun.
This is Easter week.
So gear up for that, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Tanner, anything else?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, good. Great, guys. Well, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.